Hello. Yes, no, come right in. I assure you that you're in the right place. Yes, I know it was quite complicated, the directions that you were given. I know that it was quite complicated to get here, but please understand that we only want the most gifted and tenacious humans to join us. So, yes, don't be afraid. Come closer. Come have a seat. Yes, wonderful. Just sit right here in front of me now. I hope you won't mind if I just... Wow. Your scent is amazing. Hold on, just... The scent of your blood is just delectable. Are you absolutely sure that you want to be turned? You know, some humans decide that they would rather enjoy being a continuous source of energy for us. Yes. Yes, you see, a vampire's bite gives you humans a rush of euphoria. Yes, we have a special venom in our saliva that not only relaxes the muscles of our prey, but it also gives you guys a concentrated dose of pure pleasure. So yes, the humans that the humans that live with us, they experience a happy existence, I would say. Yes. We give them quality food to eat, and we give them nice, soft pallets to sleep on. And also we give them all the coloring books and all the crayons they would ever need to keep them entertained for the rest of their short lives. Yes, yes. Most importantly, we make sure to never completely drain our humans of their blood so that we may continue to have them as our friends. Yes, yes. And I'm sure that someone with the quality of your blood would greatly enjoy being one of our friends. So would you be interested in that at all? Okay, you're pretty set on being turned. Well, we can certainly look into that. So yes, as long as you can prove yourself as a worthwhile addition to our coven, then I suppose that I won't view your decision as a pity. Now, I'm sure you've given this a lot of thought, but there is something I need to confirm with you first before we can move on. Yes, so being a vampire is pretty great, but one of the things that comes with vampirism is immortality. Now, immortality may seem like a really a wonderful reality, right? Everlasting life. Well, there's actually a lot of harsh realities that come with immortality. So I just have to ask you, eternity is an awfully long time to live. Are you sure that you want to live that long? Yes, well, I'm sure you can fully grasp the myriad consequences that come with everlasting life. So I am happy to start the screening process with you now. Yes, we do have to do this screening process in order to determine if you are eligible for vampirism. There are just certain things that would disqualify you as a candidate, and if that's the case, then of course we cannot move on with the turning. Now, I'm sure that you will be eligible, so let's just start. What happens if you're found ineligible? Well, considering what you know, considering that you know where our secret hideout is located, then yes, you will either leave this room as a vampire or you will not leave this room at all. So, but no worries, I'm sure you'll be eligible. So let's just get started, shall we? Okay. Question 1. What is your blood type? Question 2. How much meat do you consume every week on average? Specifically, red meat. Okay. Okay. Question 3. How many times in your life have you been sunburned? Question 4. Are you religious? And if so, how does vampirism fit into your beliefs? Okay, interesting. Okay. Question 5. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is garlic to you? Okay. All right. Question 6. Have you ever interacted with a werewolf in an amicable manner? Question 7. Have you ever sympathized with a werewolf? Okay. Question 8. Have you ever touched a werewolf? Okay. Thank goodness. Okay. Question 9. What is your favorite flavor of tea? No, I'm just joking. that would have no bearing on your eligibility for vampirism. I was just curious. Yes, I used to love drinking peppermint tea, personally. So. Okay, let's continue on with the screening. So now, for these for the next part of our screening questionnaire, I'm going to give you a list of possible scenarios that you may encounter during your time as a vampire. So I'm just going to give you the scenario and you can tell me how you would react. Okay? Please be as honest as possible. That's the most important thing. Okay. Scenario 1. You're in a dark alley and you are feeding from a willing human when suddenly a human bystander catches you in the act. He knows what you've been doing and he looks like he's about ready to scream. What would you do? Okay, yes. Scenario 2. One day, another member of the coven tells you that she has developed romantic feelings for a werewolf. What would you say to her? Okay. Secondly, what would you do with this information once she's given it to you? Okay. Scenario 3. One evening, you are performing this same screening with a human who turns out to be ineligible. Once you tell him the news, he is understandably distraught, and he begs you not to feast on him. How would you respond to that? Okay. Scenario 4. One of our human friends in the coven comes to you one night telling you that she misses her old life back when she was just an ordinary human. And she tells you that she wants to leave the coven, and then she asks you to help her escape. How would you respond to this? Let's say that she's been in the coven for 2 years, though I assure you that the length of the time of her stay should not have much of a bearing on your decision in this matter. Okay. You are a lot kinder than I am, but I'm not the one who really decides anything. I just go by the results I've given at the end of the test. So, no, there's nothing wrong with being a kind person. Once assuming that you will be turned into a vampire, then you will realize that over time you become rather, I guess the term you would use is jaded, cynical, pessimistic even, but you will find that humans continue to repeat the same mistakes over and over, and they never seem to learn. So, assuming that you become one of us, you may find that your sympathy for humans diminishes over time. But you will have us, your new vampire family, and our company should be a lot more enjoyable for you. So, at least that is what I have found in my experience. Yeah. Okay, last scenario, scenario 5. An older member of the coven comes to you one evening, and he says that he regrets his decision to become a vampire and to obtain immortality. He says that the consequences of everlasting life outweigh any benefits that it could give you. And he says that in time, every vampire will come to the same conclusion. And he says that the only acceptable course of action moving forward is to completely stop turning humans into vampires. Yes, so what would you do? Oh, have I ever had this happen to me? Unfortunately, I cannot disclose that information to you until after the screening. But once you give me your final answer, I can definitely give you more information about my experience as a vampire. Yes. Okay. And now I just have to do some quick coding of your responses so that I can accurately determine if you have passed the screening or not. So just a moment while I do that. Alright, almost finished the scoring now. Okay, I have finished scoring. the results of your screening. How do you think you did? Well, I have some excellent news for you. Yes, you're eligible for vampirism. And I cannot wait to celebrate your rebirth as an immortal, powerful vampire. Yes, your life is about to change in ways that you honestly can't even imagine. Soon you will become one of us, and you will learn all of our secrets, and you will see how much we vampires, how much control we actually exert over human society. You will be quite shocked, I'm sure. Now, usually there is a protocol in place in which the coven member who completes your screening cannot also perform the turning ritual, because as you can guess, this may lead to biased, inaccurate decisions regarding the turning of a person. And it is a quite important decision, so I agree that this rule should be followed in most cases, but just looking at your results here, I would be very surprised if everyone else in my coven did not agree that you would be an excellent fit in our, little family. So, yes, and quite honestly, your blood just smells so divine, and this would be the only opportunity I would have to drink from you and to taste your life essence. You seem quite eager for my bite. Are you ready to have it? But your blood will not, it will be quite different once you're a vampire, and I will just say that vampires do not enjoy feeding from other vampires. We only can consume human blood. That's the only thing that will nourish us. So, yes, while you are still human, I don't think I can let this opportunity go to waste. Now, don't worry, breaking this rule, you probably won't get into any trouble at all, but if so, then we will both just earn a slap on the wrist for this rather minor offense. So, yes, I am quite ravenous at the moment. It has been a couple of days since my last feeding, and I just cannot resist you. What do you say? Are you ready to be turned? You seem quite eager for my bite. Are you